What is going on, guys? It's your boy Big Dylan and welcome back to another Destiny video. In today's video I just want to basically discuss how I think pulse rifles have been nerfed. I don't think it was a nerf that has been announced in any of the Bungie updates, but I've noticed it myself, and I know a couple of other streamers have that I've been watching, so it's been pretty interesting to see the outcome of it. But anyway, basically, if you know me and you've been watching my previous videos, you know that I love the blind Perdition pulse rifle. I think it's great for the Crucible, and I love this thing. This used to be my old setup on the weapon. I'll just quickly put it all on for you real quick. This is what I used to use. I used to use maximum stability, no range, and I used to love it. It was absolutely great. All of the bullets hit. I could kill people across the map. It was awesome. But as of recently, ever since the Age of Triumph has released, I've noticed it's not been what it used to be. And what I mean by that is the range on the weapon is playing a factor into how much damage it deals across the map now. It's suffering from damage drop off. It's sort of like they also put the nerf that was going on to hand cannons and they put it on pulse rifles as well. That's what I think, and it seems that way. So I've actually had to change my perk setup. I now run hand loaded for more range, I run small bore for more range, and I also run smooth ballistics for even more range. Now, as you can see, that buffs the range stat up a hell of a lot, and it makes it more consistent across those long distance engagements. Usually you're looking at about 25 damage a headshot, and I was noticing that it wasn't hitting the 25s like all the way across the map. It even dropped down to like 21, 20, even sometimes 19 at the really long ranges. And it was just sort of like unexpected. Obviously I didn't know that they sort of affected pulse rifles in this sort of way, so this new setup, it just makes it more consistent for those long distance engagements. The reason I'm making this video is just for other people out there. If you've noticed any change in your pulse rifle recently, try and add more range onto it and it should be backed as to what it is. The good thing with the blind Perdition is it comes with counterbalance, so the recoil of the weapon still goes straight up in a straight line. It does have a little bit more kick, but it's perfectly fine, it's easily controllable, but you just have a lot more range on there. You do lose one extra burst, which is a little bit of a kick in the teeth, but it's still a good weapon. Again, it was just sort of like, I think it was a stealth nerf and I wasn't expecting it, but I definitely now try and recommend trying to have more range on your pulse rifles for the Crucible. I was watching a streamer the other day and they were saying that for pulse rifles now, the best perk you can have on them is rifled barrel, and it's kind of stupid to think how we need rifled barrel on a pulse rifle now. It's sort of getting to that stage where none of the primaries in Destiny have any range on them anymore. They're all very lackluster, weak, boring primary weapons, and that's why people still to this day run around with special weapons 24/7. And it's just sad to see that. Bungie are always trying to say, we're trying to widen the variety of perks people use. We're trying to increase the variety of weapons that people are using. But I mean, it's still the same handful of weapons. It's still the one perk. Like, if you're going for a hand cannon for the Crucible, you're literally limited to one perk for the range. Rifle barrel. If it doesn't have rifle barrel, it gets dismantled. And that's how much of a bigger factor range plays on hand cannons. And now it's starting to affect pulse rifles as well. I just thought I'd upload this video for the people that it may help. Drop a like and video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel for future Destiny content. Definitely, if you got a blind Perdition, give the extra range a go. It definitely does make a significant difference. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and peace.